All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 49 Promise podcast. We have some breaking news for you. The San Francisco 49ers have sent Christian McCaffrey to Germany. That's right. CMC is on his way to Germany for his Achilles tendonitis. Apparently, the doctors in America aren't cutting it. Guess we have to go international for our season fix now. And if that doesn't work, I hear Kyle Shanahan is already practicing his German, shouting 999, which is exactly how many healthy players we currently have. Welcome to the show. We have a lot to break down today, including the Niners 1-2 start, back-to-back losses, and whether or not the Patriots is a get-right game. So stick with us and enjoy the show.
It's a get-right game.
That's what going back to our predictions. Yeah, so right. Ray J. Garcia, Kyle J. Vigil, 49 Palms. This episode is officially titled State of the Franchise. You see it down there. Fucking Wednesday, September 25th, in the midst of a 2-game skid. Feel like we've been here before. Last year we had to wait until
it was 3-game, but we started off 7-0.
5-0. We scraped Dallas and then got punched in the mouth by Cleveland Browns, which is funny, right? Because like I was talking about how, we did our season prediction and you kind of went, how like I think maybe you felt like I was kind of being a little hard, like not hard or like more like I wasn't giving them more of the benefit of the doubt. Like I was like more like, we're only gonna win 10 or 11 games.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing that. Like I keep going back to, that week 1, but we scraped the Jets, and it reminds me of last year when we were riding high. Like we're 5-0, we just scraped Dallas. Like what was it, like 41-10, and I was like, dude, we got punched in the mouth by Cleveland. And I think like my initial decision to pick us beating the Jets was me thinking like I want to see this team get punched in the mouth like early, like you know what I mean? I guess that was my thinking, and now we've seen it. We've seen them get punched in the mouth twice. I've seen a lot of people saying even in that Vikings game that they kind of just wrote it off and they weren't ready for the Rams, bro.
Yeah, state of the franchise. That's what this is about. And like you said, we got punched in our mouth. Not only did we get punched in the mouth, we got knocked down. We got lost players. You know what I mean?
The injury bug.
Christian McCaffrey goes on the cover of Madden and got bit by the bug.
The curse is real, yo.
You know what I mean? Devo. People got a quad.
Calf or a quad or
I think it's a quad.
Bicep. I don't even.
Or quad or something like that.
Kittle. It's at first they said rib. He told, I heard Cohn today saying that he told the reporters that it's his oblique. So it's a muscle. Which a lot of people are saying that's harder to play through.
They played through obliques before.
Yeah.
Who else? Ricky Pearsall's shot.
Yeah, we don't know when the fuck he will even be available.
Life support or something like that. Trent Williams. He left the game.
Yeah,
he left at the end of the game with some kind of leg injury.
That's something like I wanted to get into.
He walked off, but we just gave him a fat contract.
Yeah,
he's kind of in the twilight of his career, man. He might turn around and say, "I'll retire after this season." He could retire half
mid-season. Yeah. Well, that was the fear about paying him in the offseason.
And we just guaranteed his whole contract.
Yeah, I wanted to get into all that, like the whole because there's like a rift in the fan base right now, like where I feel like a lot of people are hating on Ayuk because of the same situation.
I'm hating on Ayuk, bro, because I pushed for him to get that money.
But here's the thing, though, right? How many times have we seen a player get the money and them not perform to their contract?
Every time.
Bosa, Trent, Devo. The only one that got paid right now and is playing to his contract is Juwan Jennings. We can't really say CMC ain't because he hasn't seen the field yet.
McCaffrey lived up to his contract, but he's been hurt.
Well, he got more money this offseason too. Remember, he got an extension.
Yeah,
So they paid CMC this offseason,
but his original contract.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got his money's worth, or we got.
But see, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
we're paying all these guys right now top dollar, and they're all hurt. And all these young up-and-comers that are starting to stand out are going to need money. They're going to want to get paid.
And that's
but
what
we don't got money. We're not going to have money.
We ain't gonna have money to pay them. So I seen somebody, they were talking about that. You good? I can pause. You want me to pause?
No, Diddy.
On some real shit, bro. Have you paid attention to the Diddy shit though? Like, cause we're just doing general, so we can, you know what I mean? I kind of wanted to hit you with a few things before cause I know I'm gonna get deep on this Niners shit, but
yeah, let's hit the Niners shit first, and we'll end off on some fuckery.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, cause I got some shit I want to hit you with, bro.
Nah, cause me too, bro.
But just real quick though, have you checked out the new Aaron Hernandez show?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about it later.
It's the Aaron Hernandez show.
So
next. Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I did see like a documentary.
You know how they did like the OJ one?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. It's called American Sports Story, Aaron Hernandez.
I did want to see it.
Yeah.
But you know, the only thing is I don't like about that, they're trying to make him gay.
Okay, so I didn't know if you want to get into it now or you want to get into it later.
They're going to make him gay in it, bro.
How did you know that? What makes you say that?
Because it started leaning that way in the media at the end. Like that's why he killed the first.
Oh, okay,
dude.
cool. Okay. All right.
Kind of knew.
All right. Well, let's talk about it later then, because you're gonna educate me. Because I'm like, I don't know if any of this. I thought it was all made up. But anyways, all right. So before we get too off the rails, I laid out some topics. Brief recap. Right, Niners are 1-2. High expectations coming into this season.
Before we no Diddy, pause.
Yeah. You want pause or no pause?
No pause.
No Diddy?
We're live.
Okay.
I think we're talking about how we got all these injured players. All of them got fat contracts. Trent Williams might not play out his whole contract, much less play out the whole season. You know what I mean? The future, this is the state of the franchise, but the future of the franchise, you know, those players are going to need contracts too, but all our money is going to be tied up with either players we're going to be trading off, players that are going to be retiring, or players that are just aging out.
Yeah.
You know, their production ain't going to be the same.
Yeah.
A la BA right now. You know, I was one of the ones saying, you know, pay the man.
Bro.
You know, he was our best receiver last year. You know, it looks like Jawan Jennings is going to be our best receiver this year.
Yeah.
You know, and Debo, the year before that, was our best receiver. He got his contract. Then DA outshined him, got his contract. Now, is the same thing going to happen with Jawan? And if so, well, Jawan already got a contract. So
But he only got like 2 years. So it's like, okay, we got him from this year and next year.
Yeah, true.
So it's like,
well, if so, you know, is Cowing going to come and show out and want a contract, or Pearsall going to come and show out and want a contract?
Are they even going to get those opportunities?
You know what I mean? Like, and then we got running backs. You know, Garendo. Speaking of that, dude, running back. We're talking about injuries. How we're so hurt. We're beat up. We're beat up, in you know our depth, but in our skilled positions.
Yeah.
You know, our running back room. You know, we're
it's not like what it used to be.
Our depth ain't there. You know, I don't know. They don't want to give Garendo a shot or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he's not showing what they wanted to see from him yet in practice. So that's why. Receivers, you know, Cowling's not getting the opportunities.
Yeah.
Again, maybe he's not showing what they want to see. But, you know, Shanahan's notorious for not giving receivers the opportunities their first few years, you know, kind of putting them in the doghouse.
Yeah.
You know, look at BA, his first few years, you know what I mean? So.
Well, okay, so that's what, like I was saying, because you hit a couple topics here that I know we'll go in depth on. Garendo, BA.
And that's not talking about defense, secondary.
A lot of people, the defense is like a whole different,
But that's another skilled position that we're lacking in.
So when you text me that
defensive line,
I'm like, I want to hit all these topics. You know what I mean? Like bam, bam, bam. But so I want to just BA real quick. His like you bring up the doghouse before. It almost seemed like he was in a doghouse week 1 and week 2. Like the targets weren't even there. Like he was only getting 5 targets. And then, so this week, we knew he was going to get more targets. He got 10 targets. He only caught 5 balls, right? But some of those plays were good plays, right? And some of those drops weren't straight up drops. Like, bro, like, where the fuck did...
No, he's laying out for these, you know what I mean? He's diving for these balls.
So a lot of people are saying, like, oh,
the effort's there.
They're talking about
the
there's no and a lot of people say there's been no separation from the receivers. And it's like, well, you don't understand, right? okay, I see there's no separation for the receivers, but Brock Purdy they don't have time to separate because the offensive line isn't giving Brock Purdy. I bet you people can pull up like Brock Purdy's time to throw. Like that fool has to get rid of the ball quick most of the time.
So there was a play they brought up where BA was wide open.
Yeah, and he looked at him and then passed him up.
Brock Purdy
threw it to Juwan.
Yeah, look BA and then threw it to Juwan.
And that could have been
but when they asked Shanahan about it, I think it was
he said BA was open.
No. I think it was Kruger. Larry Kruger was asking Shanahan about it. It might have been Grant Cohn.
Yeah.
But Shanahan said, yeah, he was, but the way they practiced it is BA recognized that Purdy was under pressure.
Yeah.
So he went off route and ran a different one. Purdy was expecting him to run a little bit deeper. So when he looked at BA, BA wasn't where he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So he just went ahead and went
the next route.
Yes.
He read his progression.
So like I get it, but again, in BA's defense, he recognized there was pressure, so he.
Yeah. And here's what I've been trying to explain to people too. BA is the only wide receiver on our roster right now designated to run the deep routes. Juwan is over the middle and in the intermediate, right?
And Debo is more the sweeps and the
the gadget guy, right? So BA's routes actually take a lot longer to develop than everybody else. Brock Purdy's forced to get the ball out early because his offensive line isn't holding up. Bro, I'm going back watching highlights all week from the Vikings and the Rams game, and there's points in that game where Trent was giving up pressures and he gave up.
He didn't give up. He didn't give up pressures in the Vikings game.
Yeah,
they were more in the Rams game.
It's just like sloppiness, like not a lot of.
No, actually, you know what? Trent did give up a sack in the Vikings game.
Yeah, there's a lot of sloppiness.
You're right.
Couple weeks, bro.
No, you're right. The first week he was good. The second and third week, no.
There was one play where he got pushed like right into Purdy, and then he like kind of held on to the guy and just threw him down like on top of Purdy.
Well, there was another play where I seen against Minnesota where the dude just blew by him and he got out of his stance. He kind of just like shoved the dude and just let him go, and it was like.
And there's a thing too, right? Where like I was saying, like if it's not so much on BA, like as in turn, like this week, he did have an opportunity to really show out, and he wasn't winning those one-on-one matchups at points in times, but they weren't drops. You know what I mean? Like how some people are making it out to be. You know who was dropping the ball?
Running Bell.
Bro, what the fuck was that play, bro? At the end, dude.
Cut that dude and let.
Oh my God! Yeah, they need to cut Ronnie Bell, bro. And remember last year, like how everyone was high on Ronnie Bell last year.
I was a Ronnie Bell fan.
That's what I'm saying.
His rookie year, he showed out, bro. Last year, he kind of fell off, and everybody was writing the potential he showed in his rookie year.
Well, that was last year, right? His rookie year.
No,
is it third year now?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's what I was saying like earlier, right? Like how last year this team had a different like motivation because we lost the NFC Championship game. We knew we were the best team in the NFC, and we knew KFC. We knew KC was at KFC. We knew KC was at their weakest that year, and we were like so when we came into this past season, we knew we were the best team in the NFL. Like these motherfuckers played hella hard, and then we lost the Super Bowl, and I think we're seeing the effects of it. This is the Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but yeah. I believe you were right.
Yeah, so just again, like I just want to say, like we already touched on the earth. We were, again, most analysts preseason picked for the Super Bowl again this year, right? So the expectations coming into this season are really high, and I feel like a lot of that, like you can see it now from like Bosa and Warner, like the way they're talking, like in their actually, I saved some of these little clips that these fools just talk. I think they had practice today, right?
Leonard, yeah.
The Bosa talking about he's been tough to sleep.
When you have a tough loss like that, how eager are you to get back on the field Sunday and get back in a little calm to kind of roll shit?
Yeah, it's been tough to sleep the past couple nights. Just mind racing. So yeah, I mean, always this time of year I'm itching to get to Sunday, but after that it's major.
When you have a tough loss like that, how eager are you to get back on the field Sunday and get back in a little calm to kind of roll?
Yeah,
There's something structurally that's going wrong here, or how do you start with what's?
I mean, I think all three levels have had an issue at times. I think good at times too. You'd say a lot of guys are deep on this. I mean, yeah, talk about both of them. It's been twice in 3 games, so it's very once. I think the odds is
It's been looking pretty beat lately, bro. Shanahan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure last year he got drafted last year, right?
Did he?
Yeah. I'm not in like super rush.
No.
Oh yeah. I was like, I figured we got like at least an hour. I think for sure.
Till she gets back at least an hour.
Yeah, so you could eat.
She's going to Dixon,
Oh, yeah,
and then to my sister's, and then back here.
yeah, the part be perfect time, you know. Did I already start recording again? Yeah, I did. Okay, so why is it not? Oh, there we go. 1 and 2 start. All right. So again, right? We knew the expectations coming into this season. Coming off that Super Bowl loss, you know, off season, like we already knew all the drama. Like we've seen it before. It's like I think a lot of people just brush that off. Like I remember thinking like I even wrote it down. Like bro, like the fan base, like everybody was already like kind of over the Super Bowl loss. Like I think it was just like, hey, let's just move on. Like, and they just expect us to get right back to it, like because they've seen us do it so many times, you know. And I in my head, right, like I didn't get it right. I had predicted a Week 1 loss to the Jets, and obviously, me and you both said we were gonna beat the Vikings. I don't know who the fuck seen that one coming, bro. You know what I mean?
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, bro. Like
No, but coming off that Super Bowl loss, yeah, we were all riding high, like, oh, next year we got no doubt. You know what I mean? We're signing everybody back.
yeah,
That's why the BA signing was such a big deal. You know, it was, we don't sign BA, our Super Bowl hoops are gone. We signed BA, and we're questioning if we're even making.
it was BA Trent.
But it wasn't even Trent. Trent wasn't a question until like the last minute.
True.
The whole time it was BA.
But
The whole time it was BA all offseason. It was, you know, is Ayuk going to sign? Is he going to get traded to Pittsburgh? You know what I mean? And then New England came into play and offered him, you know, way more than what he signed with us for. $2 million or something, like $32 million and some change or whatever, you know. And now we signed him. We signed Trent. You know, Trent popped up. We signed him. Now, you know, Super Bowl aspirations are
going out the
diminishing. They're not out the window. They're diminishing. You know, it's like.
But okay, so from where you're at right now, like you've seen the way they came out against the Jets, right? You expected a Week 1 win. It was pretty. Like in hindsight, it wasn't as dominating, right? I remember telling you, bro, like this fool kicked 6 field goals, bro. Like that should have been like a red flag right there. Like what's going on with the offense, you know?
No, it's our friends know we depend on our kids.
True. No, Shanahan depends on.
No, we've always have, even with
But he puts him out there.
Who's the dude that fucking Moody replaced? I got him from Arizona.
Oh, Gold.
Was it
Robbie Gold?
Robbie Gold.
Yeah.
Was it Gold? Akers? Oh, Akers was before Gold.
Yeah, Robbie Gold was our last kicker before Moody.
But I mean,
but it's something about Shanahan's coaching style too.
Well, even Akers, Gold, they would kick, you know, 4, 5, 6 field goals a game, some games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember, I would be pissed off as a fan because we would make easy games so close and barely win them by a field goal.
Yeah.
And it came down to depend on our kicker. And that's why when we took Moody with the number 3 overall pick, it was like, well, fuck, he was perfect. He was perfect in college.
Yeah.
You can't deny the pick. The dude's perfect. You need a kicker. You know, Gold was on his last legs. He fucked up the year before in critical games.
But they didn't have to take him that early.
And
I don't think anybody would ever take like.
It's happened before, but what I'm saying is, you know, they put all their eggs in the, you know,
the Moody basket.
They could have kept Gold around. You know what I mean?
But why does Shanahan have such a how do you say it? Like an affinity towards the kick? So we didn't get to watch this last game together.
No, so what they're saying is it's not towards the kicker, it's just towards special teams in general. Shanahan,
like he puts too much on him.
He don't put no thought or effort into special teams or offensive line.
Except kicking. That's it.
The kicker.
Because look, right?
But
so
real quick, I want to get back to how we were saying about Super Bowl getting BA signed,
Yeah.
getting Williams signed,
Yeah.
and that's just having last year's team coming back.
Because everyone's like, we're going to run it back again.
Of last year's team. Okay, now we go out.
What is this, part 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we go out, and then we have the draft.
Yeah.
You know, we get 2 promising wide receivers. One got shot because he got robbed. We haven't seen what he could do yet. Then we got Cowan, who's also doing special teams.
Well, yeah. Like I said, dude, like there was hella drama, dude, coming into this offseason. Like, and I think a lot of people are kind of overlooking it now because Ricky Pearsall played a part in that too. You know what I mean? Like his draft position, the fact that we re-signed Jawan Jennings and BA, and they drafted another rookie behind him in Jacob Cowan. Like they went hard in the wide receiver room this year in terms of money and drafting. And so like it was a weird spot like that they put him in.
And now they're in a predicament with wide receivers.
Yeah, well, especially because remember they came like it turned out that they knew he was injured in college before they drafted him, which is like something that the Niners have done like numerous times with players. You know what I mean?
Frank Gore, he turned out to be one of the all-time greatest Niners ever. Probably the greatest Niner running back ever.
Did you see that post? I don't know if you see.
Got in the Hall of Fame.
He was injured. Oh yeah, in college, didn't he? Fucking break his knee.
Both his knees.
Yeah.
In college.
In Miami or some shit.
One in the last one in the championship game, and the Niners still drafted him.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
They take shots on injured players. I think Harbaugh was notorious for drafting injured players and letting them sit a year.
That post, I seen a post that they have right now. Currently, they have $100,000 in injury players. That's because Kittle's on an injury report. Said he was like limited in practice. He practiced today, I guess. But he practiced all week, and then they said he wasn't going to play.
Practice today.
Purdy was hurt.
His back soreness. They're talking about not playing Purdy this week. So
the next topic I want to get into is the injury. But you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying like the expectation with the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like that's all.
So that's bringing me to this. You know, we're riding 2 losses. This still stated 1 and 2 start. Yeah, we're riding 2 back-to-back losses. We're going up against New England, who everybody expects us to win, but everybody expected us to win the last 2 games. And we got all these injuries. And I hear they're talking about possibly sitting Purdy and letting Josh Allen start just because it's New England and they don't want to risk it against the.
Dude, you know how stupid, like how freaking retarded that would be, bro.
I'm just.
Oh no. Okay, no, not in that regard. Like, yeah, if
maybe if we were 3-0, I could see it, but 1 and 2, we're last in our division.
Brandon Allen, I don't know, bro. Not with this offensive line.
We're last in our division. Seattle's 3-0.
I know, but here's the thing too, right?
2-1.
So
Arizona's 2-1. Is Arizona 2-1?
Arizona. They're the same record as us right now.
Okay, but still,
right
now I don't doubt
they think Kyler Murray's been playing pretty good. But yeah, bro, like so again, right? State of the franchise. Currently, week 4, we're last in the division. It's still hella early. Like I still feel like that's what I said. Like there is a point in time where our schedule against the NFC is going to play a huge factor on this playoff, dude. Because we already lost to Minnesota, and we already lost to the Rams. And I think at this point, like Minnesota probably has a better outlook than the Rams because of their injury problems. You know what I mean? I feel like we probably have a better outlook than anybody else that would be in this situation because most of these guys look like they're going to come back. Dre Greenlaw's going to come back. And we'll talk more about the defense. We'll get more into the defense, but
about mid-season.
But you know what I mean. So we just need to stay healthy to a point where these guys. That's what I meant on our thing. I said we were gonna hover around like I said, like 4, like 3 and 4, or like 4 and 4, like we've seen them do it before, bro, and pull a rabbit out their ass.
We don't think we can't sit there and expect Greenlaw to come back and then all of a sudden
everything.
Yeah, I mean he needs time to get, like they've been saying about Trent Williams and Brandon Ayuk. You got to get conditioned for the game. You can't just show up and play, and depend on your skills. You got to the game speed back. You got to get,
Yeah.
used to. Who knows? He might come back and hit somebody and fucking sore. He's hurt now. He got to sit out a game.
Yeah, Hufanga didn't really have much of an impact last week either.
But I seen him come up and make a couple plays.
Yeah, he was there. Like, he shows up around the ball a lot.
But they had him on a snap count, so
Yeah.
you can't expect him to change the game if he's limited on what he does. You know what I mean?
Speaking of injuries, because he's like, he hasn't played in a while, but
Since last year.
dude, like, I was so back, just back to that game, right? Who else got hurt in the game? Fucking out for the season. Hargrave.
Oh, Javon
Hargrave now. So they got a new spot in defensive tackle. I don't know what the fuck's gonna go on there.
Seen reports about them trying to sign DJ Jones, but I don't think they got the money to sign him.
Moody Ward was playing hurt.
Yeah, he's questionable.
So it's like, do you bench Moody Ward now and then, but that dude Yadam probably doesn't seem like he's working out like another Isaiah Oliver. Dude, the injuries, yeah, they're mounting up. But yeah, if it comes down to like, would I rather lose? Like, would I rather Purdy not play now? Like, yeah, I guess don't play against New England, bro, because we're gonna need you against Green Bay. We're gonna need you against Detroit. You know what I mean? We're gonna need you against Arizona the week after, because it seems like Kyler Murray's been playing pretty good from what I'm hearing, bro. The injury bug is catching up, dude. Like,
Yeah, but all them quarterbacks are playing good. Jordan Love,
yeah.
Jared Goff, Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? It's
So with CMC though too, they said he went to Germany for stem cell. You heard that?
no. Well, when I heard he was going to Germany, I know it was because Peyton Manning went to Germany. He did like 4 neck
For his
surgeries.
neck, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did like 4 neck surgeries in the U.S. and none of them were successful. So he went to Germany and got that stem cell.
Yeah.
And what it is the United States FDA or whatever
Yeah.
don't approve the procedure. So
Yeah. Well, I know they don't like the stem cell shit's hella strict here.
I mean, it's
In America.
stupid, bro. It makes
And it's
sense.
been proven to like change hella shit, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But
It's been proven to cure diseases, cancer, all kinds of shit.
so what? Hey, so then, like, yeah, I don't know, because I've seen a lot of people speculating that maybe he could be out for longer than we expect.
I heard the season.
So obviously, right, how much like the injuries affecting our chances moving forward. New England, like another potential like trap game, again, like, it's, but I don't know, like they're like a rebuilding team.
Beat the shit out of the Bengals,
Bro.
You know how many Survivor leagues? I was in a Survivor league for where the winning the whoever won it won $2,000,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The first week, everybody picked Cincinnati to beat New England.
Yeah.
New England beat the shit out of Cincinnati.
Yeah. For real.
It dropped it down to half the league half the people were still left.
Yeah.
Right? So then the next week, everybody picks Baltimore. Raiders beat Baltimore, bro. 2 people were left in the league.
So you made it through the first week or no?
Yeah.
So you
pick whatever. So a Survivor League is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is you could pick
Yeah.
any team to win.
You just can't. Yeah.
You just can't pick them twice in that season.
Yeah. So you have to do it.
So I can't pick 49ers every
Yeah.
game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I got to.
Once you pick them once, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna pick them for. Well, you didn't even get that chance.
Where everybody who thought Baltimore, the Raiders are going to be Baltimore.
For real, bro. Gardner Minshew, bro. Talk about like the state of our franchise. This is the state of the NFL, bro. Like nobody's seen Minnesota coming. I don't think.
I mean, Minnesota just was missing a quarterback, bro. Atlanta,
New Orleans and Derek Carr balling the fuck out.
New Orleans, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Niners are already. But
We got to play him.
But here's the thing, what teams are built to sustain it? Once the Niners get through this injury bug, bro, I really think they could turn around. I just don't think.
Yeah, but some of these players ain't going to get through the bug. Some of them are going to get hit with the fucking, you know what I mean? So McCaffrey might be season ending.
So right now we have week 4, New England.
Yeah.
Week 5, Arizona. Week 6, Seattle, 2 divisional games. Damn,
But
bro.
that goes back to what I brought up
That's hella important, bro.
Was it on our last pod I brought it up? Is that the Niners had the least amount of rest. They've had the most hectic schedule in the last.
Oh, that was like last season. Yeah.
Well, no, just in general. You know what I mean?
That rest disparity thing.
Yeah, dude. They made it to the Super Bowl. They made it to championship games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've had one bad season where I don't think they made the playoffs.
That was right after the Super Bowl because of hella injuries, which is just like what's happening this year.
So
you know what I mean? But I think there's a difference between like this year and that year was Jimmy Garoppolo was our quarterback. He got hurt pretty early, and I'm just watching this Daily Long League. Just caught something up there. You're like National Geographic. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt like pretty early in that season, and then Nick Bosa got hurt early in that season. You know
what? That's a pretty epic fall off, bro. Jimmy Garoppolo. That's a sad story.
Yeah, and they sold us on it too.
What do you mean?
Like
he was a baller while he was with us, bro. You can't deny that.
His first
he missed one deep throw, and he missed that deep throw to fucking.
After he got hurt, though, he wasn't as mobile. You know what I mean? When he was mobile, bro, I thought that fool was dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah, but he went to the Raiders, bro.
And okay, so if you have an immobile quarterback,
who's he playing for now?
The Rams. He was over there laughing at Kyle Shanahan last week.
He is the Rams.
Yeah. No, here's the thing, right?
Damn, they should have let him play to fuck us up.
I know.
Just like Sam Darnold did.
Hey,
that would have been ultimate.
Nah, here's the thing, though, right? So,
Big Babe, that would have been the ultimate fuck you, Shanahan.
Hey, what is Shanahan known for?
Blowing fucking 10-point lead.
That and never investing in an offensive line other than left tackle, right? So, oh, hell yeah. No matter. Surprising. Whichever one falls out of your hand. Catch it. Oh, shit. My bad. Which you just took a Snickers bar to the chin or what?
Yeah.
I should have asked you to grab me a water. But no, I was trying to say what was I gonna say? Oh, he doesn't invest in the offensive line, right? So once Jimmy Garoppolo became immobile, you know what I mean? Like it fucking hindered the offense. And then with Trey Lance, right? Like he was too mobile. Like he wanted to run too much. Like he wouldn't stand there and throw when he had open guys. You know, like he would just panic and hit the panic button. Or Kyle Shanahan would call it a design run. Like since when the fuck does he do that? You know. But with Brock Purdy came in and he's been elusive and he's been mobile. So week 2,
you know what Brock Purdy reminds me of?
A lot of people were saying that.
Real?
Drew Brees.
I've never heard that.
I've heard it. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but I've heard it.
You just shit on my parade. I thought I was kind of like breaking.
Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I'm saying like I can understand your comparison because I've seen like other people compare analysts and shit. You know, compare him to Steve Young.
You get paid like that. Brought to you by Snickers.
Lamar's company, Richard Hershey.
The snack break. Closet. Keep this shit going.
I want to make a new bet. Let's talk about Kyle next segment. But we were talking about the Rams game, so we didn't get together for that game. But we looked good there for a minute towards the end of that second half. What was it, like a fake punt or some shit? You know what I mean? Like some stupid shit, bro. Like always happens, right? It's like for some reason Kyle Shanahan, like the offense loses urgency and tempo. Something that I've always told you, bro. Like I know you can vouch for me on this one. I've always said, bro, like why does it seem like there's no urgency? Like Brock Purdy gets to the line, he doesn't have that much time to even read the defense. You know what I mean? Like, and then when they do go like 2 minutes, you see these motherfuckers ball out, bro. Like when they're playing, when they're 2-minute drill, like they fucking get it done. And then I'm like, why don't they play like that more? Like they should play like that more, and then just close these games out earlier and let the defense. That's when the defense looks best, is when they're playing with the lead. We've never had a defense that can play from behind, bro.
Well, when the defense looks best is when they get rest. So when our offense is, driving and keeping the ball for, 6-7 minutes of possession, and then our defense sit on the sideline and eat popcorn and drink Gatorade, you know what I mean? They come out all fresh and, but when our offense is fucking 3 and out, turnovers or whatever, you know what I mean?
Go back to the Super Bowl. Look how tired they were in the Super Bowl.
Our defense ain't getting their rest. You know what I mean? They're putting their helmets down, sitting down, getting a drink of Gatorade, and getting yelled at by the defensive coach. And it's like, hey, get back out there. Well, we don't even know what we got going on. You know what I mean? What we did wrong, or you know where we need to adjust, or so it's. I don't know.
That's when a lot of players start playing undisciplined.
And to me,
like, what if you? Oh, okay, so I know we said we're talking about Kyle. We're talking about coaching in general, but what have you seen anything different from this defensive line than last year? Remember, I was like, hey, to me, bro, Leonard Floyd is Randy Gregory and Chase Young all over again until he proves it. And I really haven't seen much from Leonard Floyd.
No. First game. And the whole thing was how he was going to fucking force sacks over to Bosa, and Bosa was going to force sacks his way. You know what I mean? I ain't seen either one. So,
frustrating. No run defense.
But to me,
okay, so
going back to the offense.
Yeah, we'll stay on Kyle.
I'm putting that all on Kyle because this is just one more multiple score lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
In the second half, we'll just say second half. We won't even put quarter. We'll just say second half.
The second half.
That he's lost. And this game really meant something. For one, it's a divisional game.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
But just real quick, remember when we talked about this? I said I'd rather lose this one early. You know, they still have a chance to turn it around, but again, okay. So back on Kyle, right? Like again, it's still that's not to take away. It is a divisional game. Like it was embarrassing, bro.
It was a home game.
Not really.
Not really.
LA South. I mean,
Levi
South.
But
yeah.
I was actually there.
Where? Oh yeah, 20
championship game when they beat us.
Yeah, 2021. Motherfuckers.
Running around with the big ass flag. Throwing.
Oh yeah, we showed it last year on the pod. Remember?
Yep.
The video. We were gonna post it. I remember. Yeah. We gotta post it like when we beat them.
Yeah, next.
Can't post it when we lose.
Next time we beat them.
Hey, so you want to talk, about the offense and Kyle, right? I kind of cut you off when I said, I'd rather lose this game now, but not to take away again another fucking blown lead by Kyle Shanahan, right? But in all due respect to the offense, though, like there was points in times where this offense looked pretty good without Kittle, looked good without CMC, looked good without Debo, which I think is imperative towards what you touched on earlier, the state of the franchise in the future, right?
No, you're right, but where are we going to get money to pay these guys that are sustaining this train?
So that's where Kyle, if they keep Kyle, regardless of depending on what happens this season, right?
A lot of rumors are Kyle's on the hot seat.
Should be, right?
I think so. I think
where else have you seen anything like this in the NFL?
I mean, they put Harbaugh on the hot seat after 4 years, and he did the same thing Shanahan's done so far.
Yeah.
Well, Shanahan's had more time, but he did the exact same thing.
Shanahan spent a lot more money than Harbaugh has, bro. This fool's been spending their money like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. Like, I think I've been seeing like now too, like you can see like where the media is not 100% like protecting Shanahan now. Like they're letting Mayoko like kind of question him, and like usually like those dudes are like
questions. Yeah.
Like they do what they're told. Well, it's like when you think about it, they work for the Yorks too, probably. Like those actual like journalists, the 49ers like court. What is it? Press corps?
I forget who Mayoko works for.
He works for he's a 49ers correspondent. Him, the Asian chick, Jennifer Lee Chan.
For the 49ers?
Yeah.
Actually, or for 40?
So like they're
so what
credited 49ers press, right? It's him, David Lombardi.
What happens is like, because David Lombardi works for like some kind of newspaper.
But he's also a 49ers.
Yeah.
Press corps, yeah.
But he covers, so they might like Cone. Cone works for Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
He's Sports Illustrated Niners.
Yeah.
Correspondent.
He's not Niners.
So
yeah, he's not Niners insider. He just shows up, looks at practice, like talks to the player. He can go in the locker room. He has access. But there's like dudes that work for the organization, and like Mayoko's one of them, Lombardi's one of them. You know what I mean?
I don't know if Mayoko's one of them. I don't
He
think
is.
Lombardi is either.
Because he's got like a professional 49ers like produced podcast. It's like on TV and everything. I think they own it. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Maybe. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. But back to Kyle, like I said, like it seems like there's a lot more scrutiny on him now. Like I'm seeing it more. I mean, you've been saying it forever.
I've been
Like
saying it, bro.
forever, bro.
Another, bro. They were not fucking losing this game until there was 2 seconds left on the clock, and they tried the old Stanford Cal versus Cal play.
I have to stop. Well, this is my personal opinion. The moment at the end of the first half when they went 7, they scored a touchdown. I was like, this game's over. Kyle Shanahan's going to lose this game.
On the scoreboard,
They didn't lead, yeah. They never led until the end.
They didn't lose the lead till 2 seconds left.
Which is fucking,
Our defense fumbled the ball.
yeah.
Not literally, but I'm just saying in letting them drive down and put them in field goal range.
Yeah.
You know, but that goes back to our offense not fucking going 3 and out on their drive and putting our defense right back on the field. The last offensive drive we had, they went 3 and out.
Yeah. They couldn't sustain shit.
And put the defense right back on the field, and the Rams fucking drove down and kicked the field.
Yeah, I think Shanahan's been getting a lot of more scrutiny this week.
Well, so here's the thing. Sorenstein's getting a lot of
Him too.
He's catching a lot of flack, but I mean, he's just going to be a scapegoat, just like.
Okay, so hear me out on this one, right?
Well, because
why would he catch the flag?
Okay, for one, he's never been a defensive coordinator. He's never called the plays.
Okay.
So at the end of the season, when Shanahan's going to throw it on somebody, he was inexperienced. We got to give him the experience somehow. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not going to be so much, hey, you're going to take the fall for this, but it's like, hey, you're going to take the blame, but I got your back. But,
okay, no.
You know what I mean?
So let me hit you with this, right? So last year we finished with one of the best defenses in the NFL. We literally held Patrick Mahomes to one touchdown at the end of the Super Bowl, and couldn't hold up to Kyle Shanahan's weak ass field goal. You know what I mean? Against the best quarterback in the NFL, bro. And they fired the defensive coordinator, scapegoat, right? So justice for Steve Wilkes, Black Lives Matter.
He was a
Tongan Lives Matter. Yeah, I think he was Dragonese. I think he was Dragonese. Yeah, that's no, it wasn't Dragonese. No,
I'd be half dead.
No, but no, it's a real shit. Like, because the Niners hire they were the minority hiring thing, like where you get extra draft picks. They've been doing that shit for a minute. So hiring Steve Wilkes was like an ulterior motive to begin with. They already knew they were going to get extra draft picks. And then they scapegoated him for this defense that so far has proven the shit. And they didn't only just hire Nick Sorensen. They also hired Brandon Staley, who has just fired as head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, right? And I remember, bro, not even just paying attention to NFL shit.
They're promoting him.
Okay. Well, no, real quick, right? So I remember seeing, right, they hired Brandon Staley as assistant head coach, right? He's his assistant head coach of the defense, right? Apparently he's making the game plan. Nick Sorensen's calling the plays on the field, right? As defensive coordinator.
So then Staley's the head coach. Coordinator.
And I remember, bro, like, why the fuck are they hiring this dude? Because I remember seeing a stat, bro, and I'll never forget it. His time as head coach with Justin Herbert, his offense scored like 1,507 points, and his defense allowed 1,509 points. And I'm like, this dude doesn't even know defense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And he's the one game planning this shit right now. And Nick Sorensen's the one calling the plays on the field as defensive coordinator. So they fire or demote Nick Sorensen. They're going to send this fool down to the field. That's the theory that I keep hearing. Like, Cone, like, a lot of people put that shit out there. Like, that's the writing on the wall. Like, they prepared for it in the offseason. They didn't have no one to fall back on last year with Steve Wilkes. Nick Sorensen was there. Why didn't they fire Steve Wilkes early in the season?
Nick Sorensen was like the offensive.
He was a defensive back coach.
No, I think he was assistant offensive coach.
I want to say he was a DB coach.
He's always been an assistant.
Yeah, like an assistant DB coach.
Maybe.
Assistant to the deep, like
I thought he came from the offense. That's why it was kind of funny to me that he's going to defensive coordinator because I thought he was an offensive assistant offense, but I could be wrong.
Maybe, yeah. Hey, those topics literally went into that same from Kyle to defense in general, right? Because I mean, it's all hand in hand, right? Like Kyle hired these guys, so that was like a discussion I had with somebody the other day. They were blaming like Nick Sorensen, and I was like, "But you're missing the point. You should blame the guy that put him in that position." Bro, and fired the guy that actually did a good job last year, bro. Our secondary was on point last year, bro.
He's unqualified.
Yeah.
He's unqualified.
Yeah. It's very apparent now. Very apparent now. But last year we had problems with the run game, especially in that 3-game, you know. But here's the thing though, too, right? The defense feeds off the offense. And just like you said, bro, once they quit, once they started putting the defense right back on the field, the defense got tired. And this defense has a lot of spots. This defense has a lot of spots where there's youth because of the injuries. There's inexperience. They're gonna get tired, right? I don't know, bro. It's still early in the season. We can go into this New England a get back game. What do you think?
Go back to what I'm saying. If they're gonna sit Purdy and let him heal up for the back soreness, I don't know. Might be another trap game. You know, I hate to say these are trap games, but
without Purdy, bro, we'll lose this. We'll lose, bro. You really think we can win a game with Brandon Allen?
If we're gonna bench, I'm not bench, but if we're gonna sit Purdy, this would be the game.
I'd rather have Josh Dobbs out there than Brandon Allen.
I think
we've seen Josh Dobbs win some games in the NFL.
I've been seeing reports of we might go after Raheem Mostert for a trade for she took off. Both of them are here.
Yeah.
But they were talking about putting Josh Dobbs up.
Yeah.
Possibly for a Miami trade to pick up Mostert.
Oh, I see Miami might be looking at Trey
Lance?
Yeah. Might be looking at giving him a shot.
You give him concussions like 2. Bro, if you go for the same thing, you're gonna get the same result.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't got the line to protect him. Why you gonna put another fucking put somebody that's proven to be mobile?
Have you seen that meme where it's if Tua keeps playing and it's a radio you know that movie Radio where Cuba Gooding's like a retard?
You have to edit that part. You can't say the R word.
What do you mean?
You can't say radio.
Oh, I got a joke for you.
You can't say radio. Oh, I got one for you first.
For real? Okay, let me hear it. All right. I'm gonna fill my mouth with water, so.
So the little boy went to school and he forgot to do his homework. So the teacher said, "Timmy, why didn't you do your homework?" "I did, teacher." "Where's it at then?" "My dog ate it." "I never knew you had a dog, Timmy." "Yeah, we just got it." "Well, I want to go see your dog."
Yeah.
"Well, you can't." "Why can't I, Timmy?" "My Haitian neighbors ate my dog."
What the fuck? That's the joke?
Yeah. You didn't hear about the Haitians eating the dogs and cats?
Yeah. Hey, when I went to see I already told you I went to see Sam J.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? Yeah. That shit was hella funny.
That feminine dude?
Yeah, she was like saying that. She was like,
that manly girl?
She's like, how you gonna break in and eat my dog? You ain't gonna see the refrigerator and be like, let me make a sandwich. So the other day, someone was like, oh, you see the Niners posted that? They had Conley go on. He made a post on IG. He was like, the vote, like how important it is to vote. And then like I even went on go check the comments, bro. Everyone's like 2024. I was like, and I put who we voting for. And other people were like Trump. And like this one person was like Kamala Harris, blah blah blah. Like, and I was like, you know they eat dogs, right? And then they actually put like the laughing face.
Eat dogs and raise kids.
Yeah. That was such an odd thing, huh? To say. But my theory is too, dude. Like, doesn't that like point out like if you really believe that he believes that, doesn't that make you
believe it, bro?
For real?
Yeah.
That they do that?
Yeah.
But like in your country, maybe? Because like
no.
Yeah.
No. So
are we being prejudiced?
No, bro. There's been Haitians that came out and say even Kodak Black's like for fucking Trump saying stop eating the animals, bro. They do eat animals. They're a poor country, bro. And they sacrifice it because they also practice Santeria.
Sorry. I want to finish this later a little bit. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they practice Santeria there too, like witchcraft. And shit.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
they
Like
sacrifice animals.
well, that's where voodoo started.
Yeah. So I do believe it, man. I don't think they're okay. I don't think they're like going in people's houses and taking
Yeah.
their dogs. If they see a stray animal on the street, then yeah, they're taking that motherfucker and eating it.
Yeah.
They're not going in like.
Well, it comes down to survival, right? But you mean to tell me like they don't have like rice and
Shit,
beans?
bro. I thought about if fucking World War III broke out and
Or what would you have to eat?
I might have to eat my animals.
Well, I've thought about it.
You know what I mean? I got a fat cat. Might last a couple of days.
I remember
a
when I was locked up, I would think about like natural disasters and shit. Like if you're locked up, like that would suck, right?
Are we done with this? Are we getting on the whatever?
Hold on, we still gotta finish.
Because you got a joke you were gonna tell me.
Oh, you ever heard the one about the pirate that was canceled?
I heard that was canceled.
Yeah, he got canceled. The pirate that got canceled.
No.
He got canceled for using the hard R.
Okay. That was...
Somebody has to have made that one. I don't know. I gotta see if somebody's used that one yet.
Yeah, in third grade.
Yeah, so justice for Steve Wilkes.
That was a good dad joke.
Yeah, it was. Justice for Steve Wilkes. Key defensive players like Bosa, are they being maximized? Like, so if it's a get right game, right? What does this defense got to do? Obviously, we got to store up that run defense,
5
right?
sacks.
Who's their quarterback? Oh, Jacoby Brissett.
5 sacks. It don't matter. They just need matter who the quarterback.
Jacoby Brissett is always, to me, connected to Brady and Garoppolo because I think he was he
so
the third?
So Garoppolo came in when Brady got hurt.
And then Garoppolo got hurt. Then Brissett came in. Yeah, so
and then Brissett got traded to Miami.
he bounced around for a minute, huh?
To Miami, or no, Minnesota behind.
He's had some times. He's had some.
I think he was behind Bridgewater.
He's had some times where he's he's had some flashes in the NFL before, bro.
That's why he was like Garoppolo, bro. Where
But who would have thought Sam Darnold would have torched us and ran all over us? So they got to learn how to stop these running quarterbacks, which has always been an issue for us.
I always told you Sam Darnold was good, bro. You hate on him. I've always told you he was a good quarterback.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but that fool's starting to like.
But I've always told you
That's crazy.
I don't know, for some reason you got some kind of infatuation with Gardner Minshew and you won't give Sam Darnold the time of day.
I don't.
I think
know
it's
what
because
it's a redhead. I don't like him, bro.
albinism.
I know. I really do. I have like this weird thing about redheads, bro. I don't like them. Well, you know, one of them told him, freckle face, fucking faggot.
Yeah.
But so so if it is a get right game, you know what I mean? Like, not only does the defense have to step it up, but the offense has to play its part. They have to play complementary football. That's when we've seen this team play at its best, complementary football. Okay, I talked shit about him kicking field goals, but he kicks field goals at weird situations, right? It's overtime in the Super Bowl. You got to go for it, bro.
You know what's fucked up, bro, is he makes the long ones, the hard ones. He misses the easy ones.
Well, two of those field goals in week one were like a 22-yard. We're shorter than extra points.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you could have gone for a 4th down, bro.
55 plus or 50 plus.
Okay, so but Brock Purdy
one was 52 and one was 54.
Brock Purdy going into week this past week, week 3, he only had 1 touchdown. You know what I mean? So this fool's prioritizing, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's not. I know there's more that goes into it. Like
4 because JJ got 3.
Yeah, he balled out this week. Bro. He balled the fuck out. Offensively, I mean, not much is going to change from last week, right?
So let's go back to Purdy.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of critics hating on Purdy.
So so that was
saying he can't do what he's been doing without all that star-studded around him. Well, he didn't have Kittle. He didn't have McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He didn't have Debo.
He did his thing.
And he still did his thing.
He did his thing. And you know what? So that's what I'm saying.
250-something yards, 21 of 29 or something like that. 23 of 29.
I think it was 22 or 29.
Something like that.
And 6 of those were those drops.
By Ayuk.
5.
But you know what I mean? So I'm tired of the critics.
PB, there was a couple PBUs. They weren't just drops, right?
But I'm just tired of the critics because
on Brock?
Yeah.
Oh, I agree, bro. I agree.
And I don't know if we got it earlier on camera or if we were on pause.
Which one?
When I compared him to Steve Young.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I mean.
But I see a lot of Steve Young Brock Purdy, Steve Young and Brock Purdy, just the way he moves, the way he evades the sack, the defenders and extends the play and makes that last minute throw before he crosses the line.
Yeah, so
what I mean?
Like NFL's a week to week game, right?
He's got a good awareness of where the fucking line of scrimmage is and when to get rid of the ball and when to just tuck it and take the loss or go out of bounds or
we've seen him like adjust week to week in the NFL, like where he's had like when he does have a bad week. Remember like last year, he like overthrew like Ayuk on an open like deep route, and then he's like, "Oh, give me he's like, "I'll get it down next week." And then for the rest of the year, they were hitting that all year, bro. Like when he would have games where he would go, 3-4 games without throwing a pick, and then he'll throw 2 picks in a game, and then he wouldn't throw a pick again for like 3 or 4 more games, right? Like he bounces back quick, right? One of my questions that I wrote down was, based off of last year, was Brock Purdy going to continue like his rise? It looks like it is, bro. It looks like you said it earlier, like he's showing that they're probably going to invest in him long term, which is really going to change the state of the franchise. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that fool's going to be the face of the franchise, bro. Debo's going to be gone next year.
Deservingly so.
Yeah.
You
keep playing like this.
Deservingly so. You got to build your team around your quarterback.
Yeah. When he doesn't throw picks, bro,
name one team that won anything with a mediocre quarterback.
Baltimore Ravens.
Who was their quarterback?
Flacco.
Was he mediocre?
Not that year.
Not the years. he was gradually improving every year. You know what I mean? Like mediocre now, but back then he was an elite quarterback. I think him
Russell Wilson. That
he was elite at one time.
Yeah.
You could go back to Rich Gannon with the Raiders. Mediocre his whole career until his last 3-4 years. Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Mediocre, went to the Canadian Football League, came back to the NFL, and then, his second go-round fucking was a stud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That pulls a beast, bro.
Arizona and
mediocre. I don't know.
And the Rams.
But
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
the quarterback position has always been like either like our like to our advantage and then to our detriment at the same time. You know what I mean? And it brought Purdy to this point.
I think it's been our detriment since
the only time it's
Jeff Garcia, bro.
Well, I meant with this. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Position
over
the Niners
history. Yeah.
Jeff Garcia, and he won
since 2002. You
would just call him a good quarterback, not a great quarterback.
Yeah. Well, especially because like I think me and you just being like, we don't have nothing to like hold us back. Like we're fans, so we're like we hold this organization which has the first team ever to hit 5 Super Bowls. We hold, like to me, I'm like, dude, yeah, you might have been a good quarterback or a great quarterback to some people, but if you didn't get us to a Super Bowl, you were probably the determining factor for the most part. You could have been coaches. I know there's a lot more into it.
It's not even getting us to a Super Bowl. It's having a winning season. Look, Alex Smith. Okay, Alex Smith, perfect example.
I always liked Alex Smith.
I hated him.
Yeah.
Was never a fan. The dude could not throw a deep ball. His longest pass was a 15-yard pass that the receiver took however long it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Give Alex Smith all the respect in the world on his career and how it ended, and you know what I mean, how he finished his career. Just wasn't a fan of him as a Niner quarterback. When he went to Kansas City, he did his thing. When he went to Washington, he did his thing.
Yeah.
He didn't do his thing in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. And that's all I'm saying is
but like, okay, so this is kind of like, I like that because I remember for me, right, this was my experience, right? Being a diehard 49er fan.
Before?
Yeah.
In his defense, with that being said,
yeah,
the whole time he was with the Niners, I think he only had the same offensive coordinator for maybe 2 seasons.
Yeah, like every different year, or every year.
And that was his last 2 seasons. So that might have had a little bit to do with it. you know.
So I go from like when I really started paying attention to football, right? He got drafted in 2005 with Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck, I'm old. I don't remember.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
They skipped him. They skipped Aaron Rodgers. They drafted Alex Smith, right?
Excuse me.
So I never got to like, but I never really got to see the Niners be good, like in my like general like watching experience. And then here comes Jim Harbaugh. Like I get sold on him, right? 2011, I even remember, right? Like, okay, cool, right? Like we're gonna see what he does with Alex Smith, and then
that's when Alex Smith became good, and then
yeah. But I even remember, bro, like they drafted Kaepernick that year, and he sat on the bench his first year. And I remember watching that fool in Nevada when I was in High Desert, and I would watch him at UNR. And I remember like they drafted him. I was like, bro, like that fool's dope. People used to be like, who is he? I'm like, he's the quarterback, like the fool, the tall motherfucker with the afro and shit. Or he used to have like cornrows, right? Yeah. And oh yeah,
no, go ahead.
Oh what? Oh, and yeah. So I was like, and then Harbaugh like turns the franchise around, and the first year we go to the playoffs, and we got Alex Smith right there. He fucking had like, dude, that was an amazing game against New Orleans Saints. Remember that play where he ran it in along the sideline and he fucking tiptoed in, bro? And I'm like I'm rooting for Alex Smith after that. And then the next year is when he got hurt. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, and then we lost that NFC Championship game. Were you at that one?
Yeah.
The Giants? Yeah.
Yeah, through that interception.
Was it Kyle Williams? That was that year, right?
Oh no, Kyle Williams fumbled on like the
10-yard line. That was that year, right? Yeah.
Bro, I had the best seats in the house.
Yeah. Hello.
I had the best seats, bro. It's 50-yard line, front row, upper level.
Yeah.
So I seen everything, bro. Like I seen the whole field. Nobody was walking in front of me.
You seen that fool just drop that shit? Your heart dropped too?
You know what? I remember because I was walking out, just fucking sad. Like everything just left me.
Yeah. Defeated, huh?
And as I mentioned earlier, I was not a fan of Alex Smith on the Niners. So when that happened, walking out, I remember saying, fucking Alex Smith sucks. They need to trade him.
Yeah.
And,
for real?
Yeah. And there was a kid walking with his mom like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I was he wasn't a kid.
Hey, you're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he wasn't a kid.
Yeah, shut your
like,
little
like,
bitch
like
ass
a
up.
6-year-old. I mean, he might have been like, I'm going to say 17 through, 20 or something like that.
Like
old enough to get his ass whooped, and I was like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. The dude's fucking garbage and shit. And he was just like,
damn, he was really against.
Get over here. Better not piss on that. Come on.
Thank you.
Get over here. When you get old, you get like 5 little squirts after you.
Yeah, you're like,
you get a full off.
you're all happy like after that. Like, all right. I've been potty training my son.
Never when I was about to first time, bro. I had a Sally.
Told you to sit down.
I was sleeping in the morning, bro. And
Yeah.
fucking wake up to him pissing, bro. You hear the fucking whole stream, right?
Yeah.
Cool, then you hear. It's like 4 extra little squirts where you
No farts?
but you could tell where he's like, clenching his butt cheeks.
Yeah. Working that shit out. Yeah, I've been potty training Michael, bro, and that fool fucking man. She'll go everywhere like, oh fuck, back up, dude. Oh shit.
You're supposed to throw like Cheerios in there and try to have a name for him.
Man, that shit. When he starts spraying, it's just like he like explodes, and then it like starts going, But yeah, at first he just goes, like, oh shit.
Recording.
Motherfucker starts spraying like a water hose, bro.
What was it? What?
I was like, oh shit.
What was that movie?
Scary Movie 2?
I think so.
But I wanted to tell you about,
Doofy or something like that.
I wanted to tell you about the Aaron Hernandez show.
Okay, are we done?
Yeah, I think we covered all the Niners shit.
Done
Bro.
on the official Niners shit.
Well, I mean, other than what, like,
because you could split this up in 2 pods. You could
Yeah.
put the Niners shit in one, and then the
yeah. But I mean, you could just your final what, like, I mean, Aaron covered it, dude. Fucking Shanahan, like. I really do think that this game will be like one of those games where like they get right, especially if Pretty is there. Hopefully, it's just more of like a Because it seems like they've been coming under scrutiny for like the injury reporting. So maybe they're just like covering their back.
I don't know, man. Final thoughts. Final thoughts on just in general right now on the season outlook.
Ray's final thought.
Just in general on the final outlook. It really is looking like a Super Bowl hangover season with the injuries, 2020 replay.
Quite grim.
You know what I mean?
Real grim.
Hopes and aspirations are fading away. You know what I mean? I know it's early to say that, but it don't look. I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is McCaffrey's gonna be on season IR.
Damn, that would suck, bro.
But that's just, you know what I mean? Like that would be the smart thing. It's an Achilles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then what does that mean long term though? It's like, so then
Let
next
him
year
do
he's
it.
going to be,
Let
but
him
then
do
next
it.
year he's going to be even older.
Hopefully we could have him as a rotational player and we don't have to depend on him. Hopefully, Garando steps up and it proves himself. And, JP's already proven himself to be a 3-down back.
So, okay, yeah, so like,
So I mean, JP's not to cut you off.
Yeah,
JP's already kind of fell into the role of.
no, because you hit something I wanted to talk about. That's why I'm like,
And
yeah,
I know he only had 100 yards
it's about JP and Garando.
last season or last game, but I think that's because
No, that was the game before.
that was last one. He got 100.
He got 100 again.
Exactly 100.
For real?
Yeah.
Against
No,
Rams?
he got like I think.
I think in Minnesota he got 100. I think this week he only got like 45.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. But no, that's why I wanted to talk about it because we see like these guys have we've seen this happen a lot with the Niners where some of these guys like have really explosive games, and then going into the next week, and it's always one of these weird ass trap games, right? Like that team's gonna go, what do they do best, and we're gonna stop that. So like they're like week 1, the whole world's looking at Jordan Mason. Motherfucker ran for 50 yards or some shit.
54 yards or 75 yards or something like that.
Some crazy shit, right?
Or
And
no.
140, 150, something like that.
Something like Jawan Jennings caught 175.
Oh, that was this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then week 2, Jordan Mason hits it again, right? He cracks 100 yards. But it was tough running, right, against Minnesota. But then I start seeing that like, okay, like teams are like, okay, the Rams this week were like, we don't want this dude to take.
Gotta shut down this.
Yeah, we don't want this dude to take over. So then they overlook Jawan Jennings. Jawan Jennings has the fucking game of his life. 2 times Jawan Jennings has the game of his life, and the Niners lose those games. So as much as I like the Brock Purdy Jawan Jennings connection, we obviously need something else to help us. You know what I mean? It's a trip, bro. That them fools can have the game of their life. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's Shanahan.
No. We need an offensive line. It is Shanahan.
We need an offensive line.
Well, it's Shanahan because he won't invest in the offensive line, and I've said that.
Yeah.
I've said that before.
Yeah. Well, we all know that's his biggest downfall.
And it's play calling
and kicking field goals.
And if the game comes down to special teams, he's going to lose there too.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to kick Shanahan.
And the
right
fucked up thing is, I'd like to say Shanahan could only win when he has the lead, but he's proven that
he can't do that either.
Exactly.
Well, again, right? It's like, can they play 60 minutes of football? Can they play complimentary football from one quarter to the next quarter? Then one half to the next half.
I think they can.
The final 8 minutes of a game.
I think they can.
Yeah.
With the right play call.
See, and then again, right? So Shanahan, I got off subject real quick, but Shanahan calls these plays when the Niners are already down, right? Or we're down in the down in yardage, right? It's like 2nd and long, and he calls a screenplay with Debo, like in the Minnesota game.
I would do the same.
But have you seen the defenses? Who was it recently?
No, but
somebody came out.
So a 2nd down play is designed for screens or a running play.
Okay, but here's the thing though: these dudes have came out, like these teams are like calling like they're coming out on the Niners, like the defenses. Like somebody came out the other day, they were like, when we see this formation, we know what they're doing. Like we've been exposed. We've been exposed since Cleveland last year. Baltimore did it too.
What Shanahan needs to do is design run plays out of that formation.
Yeah, but here's the thing though: he's showing that defense is showing they know what's coming. He sat there and force fed Debo and Debo got hurt. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna sit here and force feed Mason because what we've seen from Garando so far, it seems like he's not like he's not given a lot of opportunity. But I think he lacks like that. I think he lacks that like that final like killer instinct. I've always said that about him. Like the way he because I've seen him talk. I've watched a couple of his interviews.
That could be like JP. This is JP's third year, and now he's finally put it together.
Because he's a big motherfucker, bro. Garando, and he's fast.
But JP's finally put it together.
Yeah,
and he even came out at the end of the year and said, "Look, I've matured in the game."
But he would have done this last year though, if he had the opportunity.
No,
you don't think so, bro?
No. He came out and said,
"Bro, that fool was averaging like 6-point-something yards a carry last year."
Said he was too immature. He didn't really understand the game the way he does now.
But he also came out and said, "I don't want to talk about certain things because it gets me in trouble."
Well, that's because he said that.
I don't know. I do it. Yeah.
That's because
No. Yeah. I was. Yeah. Like I see what
you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm not trying to. Yeah.
McCaffrey was injured way before.
No, I'm not trying to brush off what you're saying. I'm just like I don't believe anything these fools say because it's all business now, and they have to say what they're told and like
when,
you know what I mean.
When a player says something like that, like hey, I was too immature. Like I get it. They weren't ready for.
But we seen him come in and have flashes last year. And they still
that's him coming up like.
But they still rolled the shit out of CMC, and we're CMC now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So how long is the Jordan Mason experiment gonna last? Before is Garando gonna have enough time to step up?
That's what I was talking about. They're talking about trading Joshua Dobbs to Miami for Mostert.
Yeah.
To get Raheem back.
But they just let go of Matt Breida.
Who did?
We did. We had Matt Breida.
Yeah, but
he still looked good too. And they still never signed Frank Gore Jr.
That's who I think we need.
This is a good final closing, bro.
That's who I think we need to go pick up Frank Gore Jr. And if we could trade Dobbs for Mostert, fucking pick him up.
But for the most part, I don't think like the offense is the biggest worry. I think the offense will still be able to produce, but it's about playing complementary football.
You know what? But I think Mostert would be complimentary because Mostert's more of a. McCaffrey's up the middle running back. You know what I mean? He goes through the middle. He breaks through. He puts his head down and grinds out all them yards.
Yeah.
Mostert's more of a toss, screen, outside runner. You know what I mean? Cutbacks, counters. You know what I mean? Like he's not going through the. Yeah. He's not going up the center's ass or the guard's ass. He's going outside of the tight end or you know what I mean? Something on the sidelines, and that's where he's useful because he gets his speed. He starts building his speed. You know what I mean? Where McCaffrey, he grinds for his yards.
So I do, but at the same time too, right?
Same thing with JP.
Something that we talked about earlier, earlier in the offseason was coming into this season. Like if they're going to open up the pass game, like the offense needs to get more dynamic in certain areas, right?
Modelo's and sponsor.
And what is it? The golden. Wait, no. What do they say? There's a saying, the one that Canelo says. Oh, be bold. Oh no, he's Tecate, huh?
No, be bold fucked him up.
Yeah. No, what was I talking about?
Running backs.
No, I mean like okay, so like the offense just in general, like they've been playing pretty good, but they need to play complementary. We thought they were gonna open up like the passing game this year.
But playing complementary is having a complementary back to give you a break and not lose a step and be able to keep. You know what I mean? Give you 2 plays off.
They just gotta, but they also got to sustain drives again. You know what I mean? They got to play smart football.
That would be having a complementary back. CMC being the 3-down back. If they go fucking run on the first play and he gets 8 yards, boom, they're gonna go run on the second play to get another 2 yards, and he might grind out another 6 yards.
And you know what's weird too? Because I've seen the stat where I think we've led in time of possession so far this year. And it's like that's one of those weird things about Kyle Shanahan, right? Is like he wants to dominate in certain areas. He doesn't necessarily dominate in scoring or offensive production. He just wants to maintain the clock and hold the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm getting at is, 2 plays you got 15 yards from McCaffrey, right?
Yeah.
Say he grinds out an 8-yarder and then a 6-yarder. You got 15 yards from 2 plays.
Yeah.
Right? Then you're down to first down again, which is a running play.
We don't have McCaffrey.
But I'm just saying, which is a running play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these downs dictate what play you're going to
your substitutions and all that. Yeah.
If you're third, if you're 3rd and 6, everybody knows it's going to be a pass play.
Yeah. Okay. So on
You know
third,
what I mean? And it's
But
probably
that's-
going to be something up the middle. It's probably going to be to your tight end or to JJ going up the middle. But if you're 3rd and 2, it might be a screenplay or a sweep.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's the downs and the yardage dictate what you're going to call. And,
Oh, yeah.
And those little cards they have,
yeah,
it says like 3rd down, short yards, 3rd down, and you
Yeah.
know whatever, and 1st down. They
Yeah.
have like 15 plays they'll call on 1st down.
yeah.
And then they have so many plays they'll call on, 2nd
Yeah.
down, and they'll have it broken down to like
No.
second
But we've seen like that. That's been like that's been like the issue, like especially in all these games that we've lost. Cleveland, Minnesota again this year. Who did we lose to on the 3rd game in a row last year? It was Cleveland, Minnesota, and then not Atlanta.
Baltimore.
No, that was later in the season. Can't even remember now. Washington? No, can't even fucking remember now. But we lost 3 games in a row.
Cleveland, Minnesota, and it
Damn, we can't even remember. But
wasn't Baltimore.
nah, that was later in the season. That was on Christmas. We lost 3 games in a row. Remember? We lost 3.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it. Joe Burrow scraped us. But we've seen like that style of play calling for Shanahan has kind of been like what's held us back, especially against these teams that know what he's going to do. And so I think that's what's going to evolve us. Is Brock Purdy taking over, bro, being a Steve Young type player and being like, okay, here's the play call. You know what? I see what's going on over there. I'm not gonna do that.
But Brock Purdy needs to take the reins and not,
Yeah,
tell Shanahan, hey,
yeah.
because that earpiece in his ear,
It only goes for so long.
it's on until 15 seconds of the.
But have you ever? That's why I say, bro. Have you ever noticed though? But that fool's in his ear until the last second, and then so Brock Purdy gets to the line. He doesn't have that much time to read the defense. He's already looking at the play clock, like how much time do I got?
No,
You know
they
what I
only
mean?
got 15 seconds. Once 15 seconds hit, it cuts off.
No. So
he's got 15
so as soon-
seconds.
no, as soon as the play's over and the ref gets the ball, that mic goes on.
So he got 15 seconds of that play clock. Once that play clock hits 15 seconds,
Yeah,
it cuts off.
yeah, it cuts off, and that's what I'm saying. So then he's getting to the. But there's other teams, bro, that they're lining up on the line of scrimmage with 25 seconds on the play clock. Like, bro, our team gets to the line of scrimmage with like 10 seconds on the play clock, and then this fool's barely having time to read the defense pre-snap. You know what I mean? That's always been like Kyle Shanahan's. Like he tries to control the clock way too much sometimes. He's like, okay, who's a bigger game manager, Kyle Shanahan or Brock Purdy? They need to let Brock Purdy cook. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel. But I think that's we should probably
End it right there.
yeah for the 49ers, and then I wanted to tell you about the Aaron Rodgers. Not Aaron Rodgers. What the fuck is it? Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, yeah.
You got his jersey? You never got it? Yeah, don't get it.
Why?
Okay, so check it out, right? So last Wednesday, my girl's like, hey, Aaron Hernandez shows out. I'm like, oh, shoot, let's check it out, right? That's pretty dope, right? Bear in mind, I actually never really, looked at anything. I just remember seeing, some promotional shit.
They were just trying to put. So going back to what we talked about earlier, they were trying to push the gaping at the end.
Yeah. Oh, like in real life.
In real life.
Okay,
So his fiance came out and spoke on it and everything else.
Okay, so she shows me she tells me put the show on, right? And then in the beginning it goes, this is a modern retelling of blah 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 Aaron Hernandez, and I'm like, what do they mean by modern retelling? What the fuck does that mean, right? And I'm like, or they say we're gonna look at it in a more modern light, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, why would they say that, right? Like, I'm like, is this not real? Like, is it fictional? So I don't know, right? Like, there's some shit, bro.
No, they're trying to spin that gay shit.
Okay, so
they're trying to put a gay twist to it, bro.
yeah, but it's really interesting in the beginning,
and that's why they say he committed suicide, is because it was starting to come out that Odom Lloyd dude,
Yeah.
and him were.
Well, they've only come out 2 episodes, so he hasn't killed himself yet. So, but
No, because they said he confessed to a cellie.
yeah, no, I know you're talking. I'm talking about no. So in the show though, right? Like the show, like it starts with him being in high school and shit, and like his relationship with his dad, like so it's pretty cool, right? I'm like, oh, this is pretty dope, right? Like I'm interested in that type of shit, right? Like I want to see how this full started out, and then he has this weird interaction with some guys, and he ends up leaving with one dude to go smoke, and then the dude's he puts his hand like this, and the guy's like, oh, and he's like bag, and he's like, oh, whatever, and then he's grabs his hand, And I look at my girl, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, are they really gonna? And I think like, okay, it's just gonna be like a joke. And then fool starts unzipping his pants, and like they don't show that like him doing it, but his fool goes down on him, he's smoking the blood, and I'm like, I look at my girl, I'm
Like Aaron Hernandez went down.
like, he let the dude suck his dick. Yeah, so then the whole, I guess like yeah, like it's like he starts tripping out, saying like, oh, he already has CTE, I guess, like that's what they're trying to say, and then like so that shit would like people would try to expose him. And like he would try to hook up with dudes, like, but that show's hella graphic, bro. Like they show dicks in there and everything. It's fucking disgusting, bro. Like what the fuck, bro? And then my girl goes, they're gonna keep watching it, and I was like, you know what? If they put every episode out at once, like I maybe would
watch the whole series.
Yeah, I might have like ran through it, like fast forwarded and been like, let's all right, let's get through this. Let's see what they're trying to say at the end, right? And then I wanted to know like the truth, right? Like I never really paid attention to like that. I was like, I need someone to tell me, like, does that really happen? Like I didn't want to look it up. Like I wanted to ask you and shit. But yeah, I was like tripping out, bro, because there's that like that was hella gay on there, bro. Like super fag.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Oh, and that fool, but like in real life though, I know that fool was in prison, like stabbing people and shit.
No, I think that gay twist was trying to push that agenda. They
Like
got
trying to make that shit up, huh?
Nah, like, hey, this dude was there.
What did his wife say?
He got a lot of fan base. That she didn't know him like that. That wasn't true.
You think he was gay? Bro, you gotta watch that show.
He's a Hernandez, bro. Hell no.
Hey, no, yeah. So I was like, yeah, if I.
Hey, but the funny thing is, he's like got Cuban or Puerto Rican, or he's not even Mexican.
Yeah. He's like Puerto Rican. All right. Want to end it or?
Yeah. So
we're gonna beat New England.
Hopefully,
Brock Purdy's healthy.
I mean, even if Josh Allen, I mean, it's at this point, it's the next man up. You know what I mean? There's no excuses.
Brandon Allen.
What I say, Josh Allen?
Yeah. Then it's Josh Dobbs.
Yeah. I try to get New York's quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Giants quarterback.
That'd be dope, huh?
Any from Fresno?
Some shit like that. Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball. Right past Mercedes.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, at this point, it's next man up, man. There's no more excuses. You know what I mean? Fuck all these contracts. Fuck all that. You know, you're a team, man. You're in the NFL for a reason. And, and you got to step up and do your job.
They got to be
whether it's Josh Allen or Brandon Allen, Josh Dobbs.
I'm gonna say it though, dude. If Brandon Allen's out there, we ain't winning. Josh Dobbs, I feel better with.
I'm cool with Brandon Allen. You know what? Let's go, BA.
Hey, I wish like if we had a producer that could type it live and be like, Ray is cool with Brandon Allen.
We'll have BA and BA. Brandon Allen and Brandon.
The BA to BA connection.
Maybe this game is the one BA comes out of his cocoon and he finally gets his.
Nah, if Brock's healthy, bro, this is a get right game.
He's finally conditioned to game speed.
Yeah, if Brock's healthy, this is a get right game, bro. Definitely. For the state of the franchise, for 49 Promise podcast, Kyle J. Vigil,
Ray J. Cortez
Hernandez
Garcia,
the one and only Ray J. Cortez Garcia,
Ray J. Garcia,
and official prediction: you got us beating the Rams.
No, we lost to the Rams.
I mean, you got us beating the fucking who is it? The New England Patriots.
I got us winning every week.
Who's their coach? Jared Mayo. Kyle Shanahan versus Jared Mayo.
Gerard Mayo.
Mayo. And Jacoby Brissett versus Brock Purdy. We're out. 49 Palms. State of the franchise.
We're going to go do a